appears that these communities are built like hutans in the sense that down these alleys are the doorways that open inward to what behind all of that is an inward courtyard. Sewer lines. And earlier on the trip we saw, and these sewer lines are about a foot in diameter. Earlier we saw one that's about 3 or 4 foot in diameter being installed. So maybe this is going to create sewers for all of these little small towns in this area. Chinese trucks have the exhaust on the bottom, so they kick up a heck of a lot of dust, and all that exhaust shoots right down onto the ground and kicks up the dust. So while others on our tour are eating their lunch, I'll just roam around this little town and see what can be seen. Here you can see that pipe. What it looks like is thick plastic pipe, probably about a 10-inch diameter with 2 inches of plastic around it, unless it's a steel pipe surrounded by that insulating material or protecting material. That could be it too. As you can see here, they've cut and then welded that together. Whether that's just a metal joint or not, I don't know. There's an example of those joints, but I don't know again whether those are just cut off pieces or whether the metal extends all the way through the pipe. Down these alleyways are entrances to individual homes, and probably, as you can see, they're courtyards. I may actually get up here high enough to be able to look inside. Yeah. Okay, so there. You see there's a courtyard. There may be a couple of families that live in there, or one extended family. Here to match the sometimes little chairs they sit on, there's a tiny little bench. Roof design, which is probably not just a roof design, but rather an old roof and storing wood that may have some future purpose. Down here would be other entrances. So walk down and see it. It's also nice and cool. And these are probably individual families, and that's what those numbers reflect. This may reflect either a numbering system that the government uses, or that these are historical buildings. See the doorbell there? Just like you decorate your entranceway, they do the same. Well, this is a pretty archway. So they've done quite a bit to make theirs distinct. Now here's a broader street that all of these long, narrow alleys open onto. And it appears that at the front of these, sometimes there are small businesses established. Whether they have to take out of their courtyard to do that, I don't know. Here we have a little bit of a look inside of a courtyard, so you can see what we're looking at there. Well, this is the entrance we were just looking at. Would think to be an important person, since it has that very nice entrance and very nice car parked out in front, although the purpose of the entrance is to drive your car in, I believe. As I walk down here, very nice smells I get. This may be an egg producer or an egg vendor for sure. It's amazing that he can ride around these bumpy roads and that these cartons protect the eggs. Of course, we know eggs are inherently tough. Here's part of the problem that may exist in China. These look like it's a half-finished building. Now, whether it's been stopped or not, I don't know. The crane is there. There are 2 cranes, really. Could be that this is just the stage where the windows go in, and it is still in the state of construction, although you don't see any activity. It's up in the cleft of those mountains that we just came back from the hanging monastery. And I'll just pan around so you can get an idea of what this area looks like. Pretty spectacular mountain ranges. Terraced as high up as they can possibly get them, it looks like. Here a large boulevard, for what reason I don't know, going that way. The highway, of course, goes from left to right. This is just a few blocks away from the ratty tourist area road that we drove down initially, where they're having lunch. And then if I continue to pan further, you can see that there are row after row of those buildings I was just looking at, wondering whether it was in a state of construction, and those appear to be occupied down there. You can also get an idea looking here at the rudiment way in which they construct this. Bricks, cement support posts, then internalized with bricks, and then they use just wood posts to hold up a lintel above, which they'll install more bricks in the next floor. and that's how it rises. And then once this building construction is completed, then they'll put the surface on it. Okay, and what they do is they put that metal slab up there to apparently use as they're filling that in with a cement portion instead of a window. So you can see all the handwork and the woodwork that goes on and how simple it is. Notice that. Now I'll use the telephoto just to go down to the lower level and move down the block because I need to go back to the bus. So you can see the lower end's filled with shops. Smart way to do it, of course. Okay, and the answer is it's solid metal, about 1/4 inch, maybe 3/8, filled with a urethane foam? Yeah, urethane foam. Huh. Some coal vendors. This shop apparently deals in probably either heating stoves or cooking stoves for homes. And there's a prettier stove over there. And then some pots for cooking also. Here, a tour bus creates a problem. Here's an interesting wall treatment a la Prince Gong's mansion, as well as, I think, inner portions of some of the other temples. I don't think the Forbidden City had it, but with these different shaped windows, and there a round portal, all to protect or to enclose these huge tanks of something. And these are the rough sticks that he starts with. It appears that some of this terracing is for trees, even to the extent where they don't terrace it, but just create little circular horizontal spots for the tree to reside. Of course, across the valley you can see that looks like produce of some sort, probably wheat.